These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording on Thursday, August 31st. Recording our videos for the week, and we are looking today at Bleacher Report's top 100 players heading into next season. This is their prediction, I believe, predicting the NBA's top 100 players of the 23-24 season. It was written by the entire Bleacher Report NBA staff. So we're going to take a look. We're going to see where the Celtics rank. Spoiler alert. Sam, do you know how many players Celtics have? Have you read this?
I have not. I haven't read this. I suggested this, and I want everyone to know I do hate this.
Yes, of course. I don't enjoy it either, but I want you to guess how many Celtics there are.
There's Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, Rob, Brogdon, and Al Horford. So that's what, 6?
You got the number right, but you got the players wrong. Okay, yeah, Derek White, yes. Only 6 players, though, so one of those guys is not in the top 100. But, yes.
Probably Al Horford.
It is Al Horford, and he didn't even make the honorable mentions list right here, which is
who's on the honorable mentions list?
This is the honorable mentions list. Jaden Ivey, Shaedon Sharpe, Zubac, Capella. Here we go. So there you go, Sam. This is the honorable mentions list for you.
Tell me he's not better than Dylan Brooks.
Al Horford did not make the list. However, 6 Celtics did make the list. So let's take a look at how many they got. Again, here they have 6 players. We'll go through them all. Look at the reasoning. Spoiler alert, you see the rankings there. But let's take a look. We'll start at the bottom because we all know Jayson Tatum is going to be pretty good. So let's get into that. Jayson Tatum is, if it would let me navigate to where Jayson Tatum is on the list. This is actually pissing me off now. He is number 5. Jayson Tatum is number 5 in Bleacher Report's top 100. This is impossible to navigate because it's 100 players and I need to check where they all are. But last year he was 7th, so he's gone up 2 spots. They basically talk about ascension to superstardom, et cetera, et cetera. Zach Buckley wrote this little blurb about him. Yes, Bleacher. Legend of the pod. We got to have him on just because. But the 4 players ahead of him, because there's so few and it's easy to talk about. Joel Embiid, number 4. Luka Doncic, 3. Giannis, 2. Jokic at 1. I would probably say, say Steph Curry should be here and Joel Embiid should be below Jayson Tatum. But he won the MVP,
agree.
So give him the respect, I suppose.
They used a picture of Joel Embiid where he probably didn't score.
Probably true.
Back down,
Al Horford.
There's Al Horford waiting for him.
Yeah. Anyways,
not top 100.
Not top 100. Curry is sliding in at 6. I still think he should be above Tatum instead of. I think if you switch Embiid and Curry, then it'll be fine. But picking at straws there. Let's go up to Jaylen Brown where he ranks. I don't actually know where he ranks, so I'm just gonna hit 19. This 19. Jaylen Brown 19th in the NBA. I think top 20 is a pretty fair, fair assessment. No complaints. I mean, again, we could look at the players around him, but he actually falls in the exact same spot as he was last year, which is fine.
Yeah, he had a really good season last year, but the playoffs kind of offset it.
Yeah.
Not even the playoffs. The Heat series offset it.
Mm-hmm. Some guys above him: Kawhi, Dame, Anthony Edwards, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Paul George. That sounds about right. You can quibble at the De'Aaron Fox and Jamal Murray.
Anthony Edwards.
But Anthony Edwards.
They love him right now.
Anthony Edwards is good, man. I mean,
you were texting me earlier about narratives. Oh, do they love him right now?
They do. People love Anthony Edwards.
Player, but top 15.
It's a lot. We'll see. Some players below him. Donovan Mitchell. That's crazy.
Both of these guys.
I agree. I think Donovan Mitchell should be above Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, and Jaylen Brown. Ja Morant here. James Harden 22, Cat 23, Siakam 24,
Cat
Kyrie
probably
Irving
a little bit high on the list.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving, they messed up the formatting. That's funny. Mikal Bridges and never mind. Sorry, Bleacher Report, my bad. Stuart tied. Bam at 27. I know Heat fans are mad about this, but Zion at 28, Ingram at 29, Trae Young at 30. Zion something. All right.
Trae Young's probably a little bit low.
He could probably be a little higher. Right, probably better than Ingram.
Probably have him over Zion.
All right, Halliburton at 33.
Halliburton's low.
Agree.
Halliburton's better than Trae Young.
Yeah. Bradley Beal might even be a little low. Sabonis might be a little low.
A little high.
Jalen Brunson, fine. Drew Holiday maybe a little low. Darius Garland also maybe a little low.
There's just a lot of good point
They
guards.
can't-
Cade Cunningham,
I know.
pretty
Mhm.
high up on this list.
Mobley, DeRozan, Porzingis. Here
Very
we found
handsome.
him. Porzingis sitting at 43
Sharp.
again. As you just
Intentionally
saw,
put in a suit.
he's behind Paolo, Evan Mobley, and DeMar DeRozan. He is
Is he
just
the
better.
first player on this list that is not in a uniform? This is a lot to ask out of you.
Perhaps? Yeah, you're killing me here, buddy. What are we doing? I don't.
Did-
yeah, he might.
I want to know if Bleacher Report took a slight at him. That's what I want to know.
to.
Everybody else looking super cool in their uniforms.
Dame's not wearing a
Dame.
uniform. Well,
Now,
it
perhaps
also
this is because they don't know what uniform Dame will be wearing, and they don't have Kristaps Celtics
Porzingis.
stuff, but they could use him holding the jersey.
Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't read too much into it.
I think it's a slight.
I just don't think they have him in a Celtics uniform yet. 43 for Porzingis, again, just behind DeRozan, Evan Mobley, Paolo Banchero, just ahead of Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, and OG Anunoby, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo Ball, Draymond Green, just wrapping up the top 50 with Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton might be a little low on this list, but fine spot for Kristaps Porzingis. Good for him, good for the Celtics. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're more excited for Kristaps in Boston than a lot of people. But anyways, going up to Derek White. Let me find him on this list for us. 68 for Derek White. Now, when I initially saw this, I was like, that seems a little low. And then I realized Derek White is above some really good players on this list. This is actually a pretty good ranking for Derek White. I know Sam is not a Cam Johnson guy. Derek White one behind Cam Johnson, which whatever. Also right
I
behind
think Cam
Tyler
Johnson
Hero.
is Grant with more opportunity.
Also behind Aaron Gordon, Tyler Hero, Jared Allen, Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert, Desmond Bane, and Klay Thompson. Right behind those guys, that's fine. And you think, maybe that's a fine spot. Maybe it could be higher. And then you realize Derek White is ranked above Austin Reeves, Chris Paul, Michael Porter Jr., Marcus Smart, Chet Holmgren, Anthony Simon, CJ McCollum, and Jordan Poole. So I'd say this is a pretty good ranking for Derek White. I was happy with it once I realized the context. Fine.
Being over Austin Reeves right now, big deal.
That's big. That's big. Everyone loves Austin Reeves.
The world loves
right now.
Austin Reeves. He's white and he can play basketball.
I was thinking about this in the car when I was texting you about Austin Reeves, because Hoopsite put out a tweet today that said, who would you rather have, Austin Reeves or Brandon Ingram? And in my head, I thought Austin Reeves is literally just Derek White, but not as good of a defender. They're just the same. They are the third or fourth options on their team who play really well when given the opportunity and step up in big moments. It's just that Derek White is an all defensive player and Austin Reeves isn't. But Austin Reeves is like 2 years younger, 3 years younger. That's it. That's the only difference. So
Derek
whatever.
White's bald.
Derek White is bald. Other players on this list, I believe Rob was the next up. Yeah. No, Brogdon was. Brogdon is at 80. Wait.
It was
What?
Rob.
It was Rob, but they messed it up here. They had a typo. It's not me. See, 81, but he is 89. So it is Robert Williams, excuse me, at 87. Just behind Walker Kessler, Jalen Williams, Jabari Smith, and Scoot Henderson. Talk about liking the
Jabari
young
Smith, who
players.
did not have a good rookie season, to be above
He
both
didn't.
those guys is kind of weird.
No, but they're looking at Summer League, which he did play.
Oh, is it projections? This is projections.
Yeah, it is.
Fair.
Scoot
Fair.
and then Şengün. Yeah, this is just, we like young players. Let's throw them all in the 80s. And then Rob here, and then behind him, Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon at 89, Devin Vassell, RJ Barrett at 91,
Oh, no.
Keegan Murray, John Collins. There we go.
Favorite
rounding out
takeaway
the-
from this list? Doesn't have to be Celtics related. I have mine.
From what I've seen, oh man, I don't know. It seems like with every top 100 list, defense isn't ranked fairly. That's always my
Okay.
takeaway. Like Drew Holiday at 37.
That is a very you take. Not
stuff
that,
like that.
there's anything wrong with it, but I know you value defense, and defense is tough to measure because there's
Yeah.
no real stat for it.
Mhm.
My take from this thing I thought was funny. Bleacher Report still seems to think Rudy Gobert is the best French center.
This is true.
He's above Wemby. Interesting.
this is
Interesting
true.
choice by them.
He is just above Wemby.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh wow.
Oh, by one, yes.
I was like, okay.
Let's check in. I want to see before we wrap here, which we'll wrap in a sec, I want to see the Sam's haterade list. I want to look at Randall and Levine and all the players you hate and see where they are.
Oh,
Just
let's see if
because.
they're appropriate.
Julius Randle,
Okay,
55.
is Julius
Thoughts?
Randle better than Derek White? Probably
Yes.
not.
Yes, he is. Don't stop. I love Derek White, but yes. Let's see who he's around. Ranked just behind DeAndre Ayton, Scotty. Okay. Sorry, my bad. My takeaway with this list, these guys go through, oh yeah, I forgot about those young players by ranking just all of the young players in a row. They're like, what are we doing?
Maybe that's just the part of the list they're at, though.
Is Julius Randle better or worse than Scotty Barnes?
Yes. The answer is going to be yes. You could be like, is
Okay,
he
if
worse
they're predictions,
than
maybe.
Grant? And I'd be like, yes.
He's not. He is just ahead of Jeremy Grant, ahead of Miles Turner, ahead of Josh Giddey, ahead of Fred VanVleet, ahead of Klay Thompson.
I'd rather have Giddey. I'd rather have Miles Turner. Maybe
Who else is
I'd
on the
rather have
haterade?
Clay.
Zach
You
Levine,
said Zach Levine. Who's
44.
he around?
He is ahead of Andrew Wiggins, OG
Rather have
Anunoby,
Wiggins,
DeJounte
rather have-
Murray, LaMelo, Draymond, Chris Middleton.
I'd probably slide him right between Murray and LaMelo.
All right, fair.
I think he's kind of appropriately ranked.
He's around where he should be.
Porzingis should not be close to him.
You
Separate
think
them.
Porzingis so much better? You think? You think Porzingis
Fix
is
this
better?
right now.
Well, then who would you put Porzingis ahead of?
I don't care,
projections.
but I would put Levine lower.
Okay, just because.
Get him away from Porzingis.
Any other haterade guys you're thinking of?
Man, we know LeBron's 7. Kyrie, he's 25.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, Kyrie might be higher by the end of the season. I think Kyrie's better than Cat. Right? You can
I
hate
do
Kyrie
too.
as much as
No.
you want.
I think Kyrie's a fine player. He's just a rat.
Sure. Yeah. I think Kyrie's probably going to be better than Harden. Everything
Harden
past
might
that,
be a little
whatever.
high, to be honest with you.
Agree. Any other haterades, or are we calling it? That end
Not off
the
the top of
hate?
my head, no.
hate?
I'm not angry yet.
We'll see.
The season hasn't started. Like, I've had some time to cool off.
Good. Love to see it. Well, let us know what you think of the rankings. Let us know if there's anything you want to see us react to. We'll be reacting to stuff here and in the comments, or excuse me, on the podcast, reacting to the comments. Subscribe to How About Them Celtics. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'll let Sam take us out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. You're on the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any daily uploads. You can find us for the full-length pods on YouTube, as well as Spotify and Apple. You can follow us there, leave a nice 5-star review. Also, social medias at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The Facebook is just the name of the podcast. You can follow Jack on Twitter at JackSimoneNBA. You can follow me at SamLaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.